Hello, Cancer. How are you guys doing? This is Patty, and I'm an empath that does intuitive tarot. And hopefully, you are here to have some interesting information given to you as well as have some fun. So, what I am going to be doing, and first off, I want to say to all the Cancers, I apologize. Usually, the readings are done and out by Saturday morning. This is Sunday afternoon. And we've had fires here in Oregon. So if you're in the United States, you know what I'm talking about. If you're outside of the United States, Oregon's pretty much on fire. And we've had to get things together and get ready to evacuate. So it's taken a couple of days to do that. Plus, we were sandwiched between two fires. So we were trying to see if we had to go. We're not. It's very, very smoky here. My eyes, if they look red, they are red. They're burning. But everybody is safe. Everybody is healthy and whole. So I apologize. Good thing about being late is, so tomorrow is the 14th, which is, this is for that. So being late, it actually gives you the opportunity to have the energies much closer to the date. Whoops, that was me. That wasn't the cards. That closer to the date. So again, even though that I am late doing this, I usually do this Monday through Friday and have them live and ready for Saturday. But the fire is really, really held everybody up. So, yeah, my daughter was like, don't even do them. I'm like, no, I want to do them. I want to do them. So here we go. So this Cancers is for the 14th to the 20th. Now, I want you to remember also that we are having a full moon on the 17th. We are in a Mars retrograde. So that started on the 9th when the fires all just exploded. And then it goes till the November 13th. However, the energies that Mars brought in are going to continue through the end of the year. So if you haven't seen the retrograde reading that I did, the Mars retrograde, please go and see it because it'll give you some tools how to help yourself through the retrograde because it's a really, really conflicting, Mars is a warrior planet and trying to ruin things pretty much through communication. So it gives you some tools on there. And then tomorrow, the 14th, I actually am doing a mid-month reading for Mars retrograde and the new moon. The new moon will be the 17th. So remember that while I'm reading, and I'll bring that up, the new moon is on the 17th, which is in this week, and then we have the Mars retrograde. So that is a lot of energy coming in. Trust me, I can tell you all the energies right now, but it could take me a little while. So please watch the Mercury retrograde. And then tomorrow, come on live. If you're not subscribed to my channel, if you subscribe and hit the bell, that will tell you when I am on live. And that will actually give you an alert or a notification that I am on. And I'll be on, I think, 4 o'clock tomorrow with the mid-month Mercury retrograde and new moon. All right, so let's get started. Make sure I have these cards all right. Oh, excuse me. We are doing, I have a feeling this will be an interesting reading. Sad embrace. Now, the sad embrace doesn't mean that it is actually something that, it could be a lot of things. So we embrace things and grief and all that kind of stuff in a different manner, but it also can be something that we are getting ready to lose, which in the fourth quarter of the moon, we're planting new seeds and releasing. So let me read this for you because this is probably not what you think, or maybe it is. So we got it in the upright position. And so you may be entering a period where there is a loss is the theme. Perhaps you have been letting go of a long cherished dream. So take heart, for this ending may have been for your highest good. A better and more powerful dream will be realized in your life if you can accept the loss. Relationships based on faulty foundations are meant to end at this time. Disappointment is a form of perception. We'll talk about that in a minute because I am getting some energies already coming through. If your expectations weren't met, a sense of loss arises along with sadness and grief. Express these emotions. Tears are like healing rain and can restore life in parched inner landscape. Growth is always assured. Whatever the loss, however great it is, let go and experience your feelings so that you may soon see the beauty of what lies ahead. Again, fourth quarter, did I just say that before we read that? It's all about releasing, letting something go, releasing, because we're getting ready to bring something in new. The energies are bringing something in new. Whoops, sorry about that. And when they're bringing those energies in new, you have to have room for that. If you try to hold on to something like the Four of Pentacles, trying to hold on to it and keep it, then we can't allow that new stuff to come in. So it is a process. It's always the journey of the earth and the universe is give and take, a process. So this shouldn't be a sad, well, you're going to have a little bit of a heartfelt, but also too, you have to be thankful and grateful that something is ending, because it is for your better good. It is for something great. Yeah. So we have the Seven of Swords, and the Seven of Swords also says somebody was not really being honest. There was maybe some betrayal there that is causing this, or maybe somebody was trying to get away with something sneaky and not let you know about it. Could be that you were doing that to somebody, and maybe it's created the separation of sorts. So somebody's losing a lot of sleep over this. They're really troubled about it. They're, fearful over it. It's like, they're being tormented. Somebody is being tormented over all of this. All right. So let's see what else more. Sorry, I had a thought and I just had to let it go for a second. Yeah. So we have a lot of disagreements, a lot of arguing, a lot of, we've got the Five of Swords, Five of Wands. What is wrong with me today? I guess I've been doing too many readings and the smoke is finally getting to me a little bit. But the Five of Wands is about standing up for what you believe in, whatever it is, knowing that whatever is coming to pass is a good thing. Because if as long as it's not a death is different. Death is, if this is something in your daily life that you just need to get rid of, the toxicity or an abusive partner or something of that sense, that is actually like, I made it through that. Boy, I missed that bullet, that kind of thing. But the other thing too is that if it's a death, that's something you have to grieve. You have to get through that. That is something totally different. And grief doesn't have any time, I'll tell you that. I have, a lot of us, we're always going to experience death. But when my brother was murdered and, people were like, okay, isn't it time to get over that? No, that's a personal thing. And grief will always actually come back occasionally and remind you, because the energies of the other person come in close to us. They come in close and it just brings overwhelming. You're like, why am I crying? Why am I crying? So if somebody's passed on, just know that if you start crying for no reason, they're nearby. They're just coming in to say hello. They don't want you to be sad, but they just want you to know that they're there. All right. But whatever this is, that other than that, I have a feeling there's a relationship that wasn't honest. There was a relationship that somebody was either cheating, getting around, moving around, maybe had more partners than they said, or even came into a dating relationship that way. They didn't even say that they were, somebody was afraid to ask, are you seeing anybody else? Are you with somebody else? Rather than asking it straight out, they were afraid to. And so they never said. If you don't ask, don't tell. Sadly. Yeah. So yeah, there is some kerfuffle going on. There is something going on for that. It is life changing, and this is a good thing though. A lot of people are like, oh my gosh, seriously, not again. Why does it have to happen to me? No, be happy it does, because now that you can get rid of that garbage, get rid of everything. When the new moon comes in, then actually you'll have a lot of room, a lot of energy, a lot of beautiful things that is happening. Yeah, definitely. So we have, whatever your heart's desire is coming. The Nine of Cups is a wish card. Whatever you wish for, whatever you hope for, dream for, pray for, whatever you want. It's an abundance card. It's almost, this is interesting that these two come together because they're very conflicting. So one says, yes, you're going to get something. The other one says, no, something's ending, something's changing, whatever. So it's sort of conflicting, but that's Mars right now. Mars is extremely conflicting. Wants your head all messed up in the clouds kind of thing, and like not knowing what's going on. But then you have the Page of Wands. Page of Wands is an offering of some type of communication. She's doesn't have to be a she, but is a creative energy, is one that is planting a seed, watching it grow a little bit. And again, Mars is about communication. So we got to be really mindful about the words that we use. We have to be really mindful about all the energies that we are putting forward, because those are going to come back to us, especially Mars. If there is anything like this, Mars is like, yes, yes, I got him. You got him fighting. You got him arguing. Yes, that's what Mars is sort of like right now. And Saturn's like, please, just relax. Go, could you just relax? That's Saturn. Yeah, we have the Seven of, oh, excuse me, I did that backwards. So the 5, yeah, there is an argument. There is stuff going on there. And then the 7 of Wands is actually about standing up for what you believe in, standing up for what's going on. So we have actually, there's an argument, there is a conflict, there is some upsetting, something that is throwing things off course. And you're just like, I don't like this. Okay, thank you. So again, they're saying people don't like change. No, we don't. We don't like change. We don't like things to be altered. We like things to go smoothly. We like things to be sort of stable. We sort of like things to be that we can see and project what is happening. Right now you can't. Everything is sort of like us with the fires. So unfortunately, we have no idea if we're going to be in our house today, out of our house today. We don't know if the fire is going to consume our house. We don't know if all that kind of stuff. So it's sort of like one of those energies. Yeah. All right. Let me see on another deck there. All right, Divine. Let's see what else we got going. We've got a lot of conflict going, but that's going to happen. Again, that's what your sad embrace is about change. This is about change. And it's inevitable. You can't stop change, unfortunately. Unfortunately, sometimes we want change and sometimes we don't, right? So this is about a positive change. Even though the energy and feels real heavy at the moment, it's not going to stay there. I can feel the energies just being really heavy. I feel like I'm just being pressed down. So that's not going to stay. 17th comes, everything is going to lighten up, really lighten up. And I think if you learn some communicative skills, and I have that in, I think, the Mercury retrograde a little bit, but the reading, but also to Get Balanced 2020 down below in my coaching, my free videos for coaching. There's some communicative skills and also how to diffuse arguments and how not to argue, because it's all about perception. That may help because Mars is going to be all about communication, and learning new skills is a good thing. Learning new skills is a good thing. Yeah. Another thing too is in this arguing or whatever's going on, it's sort of like you're going up a mountain and you're waiting to go down the mountain. We have the Ace of Swords is an offering of truth, offering of facts. So if somebody has been sort of holding something back and not talking about it or not sharing about it or trying to get away from it, or a betrayal, if they want to talk about it and the truth and get to the truth, as long as it is the truth, then you should allow them to do that. The thing is with Mars, it's all about fact over fiction. We need to focus on the facts, not the fiction. We need to focus on the truth and not the stories and the lies and all the crap. We need to look at reality rather than fantasy. Those are the things for Mars and for this situation that you need to do. All right. And there needs to be justice. There needs to be a fairness in this. There needs to be, I need to listen to you. I need to listen to your perspective. I need to pay attention because it's not my perspective. It's not my journey. That's not the way I look at things, but I really want to know how you look at things. And let me understand that because I'm the one that's being affected here. And so you need to go, this is also perfect. You need to go with your tuition. So the Queen of Cups is all about tuition and heart. So our heart and our spirit is where our tuition lies, and so that's what you would need to. That's what you would need to really adhere to and listen to. But there has to be some communication, and you need to actually stand in your integrity, whoever this is for or whoever this is with. Maybe this isn't you. Maybe somebody will be coming at you with this situation. Maybe somebody you know is in this situation, and maybe you're there just to help them or to listen to them or give them some ideas, some advice, that kind of thing. And the advice needs to be from the spirit, truth. Look for the truth, search for the truth, look for the justice, look for the balance, and things like that. Not that many, please. Okay. Wow. Okay, so we've got this I believe this person, that whoever this is, this other person that may be in betrayal or maybe be hiding stuff, who is actually creating all this trouble, is an immature person. They're sort of like a happy-go-lucky person. This is sort of like Pisces. Pisces had this person in their life too. So it's a happy-go-lucky, easygoing, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's you be playful and all that kind of stuff, but there's a time when that needs to stop. And this person that is doing all this is not a mature person. It needs to be a little bit grown up, a little bit more, and they think that this is okay because they've gotten away with it for so long that they think it's okay. It's not okay. It's not okay to lie. It's not okay to hide things. It's not okay, especially if you're in a relationship or even starting a relationship, or if you're in a marriage that even has been in a marriage for a long time. This can happen anytime. So the offering there, though, is actually of peace and love. So this is going to take communication in order to get through this. It's a peace offering. I need to give you a peace offering, whether you're giving them a peace offering or they are giving you one, or maybe this is somebody you know that you need to go and say, hey, you guys just need to talk about this, maybe get some coaching, maybe have a coach sit in and talk and listen to your conversations. But it's a peace offering. It's a love, and it is something to do with the heart. Again, there's been so much conflict, so much arguing, and there's also ego in this. So when you're looking at this and this, there's somebody very egocentric, very much into, I've done the best. It's all about me. It's not narcissistic. Please don't use that word, because that is something that has to be psychologically tested to see if they actually are, because it's an actual thing. A lot of people use that word way too loosely. But it could be somebody that is more into themselves, more selfish, but not narcissistic. And this is somebody that actually, they're young right now, and as they grow older, they're going to be alone, and they're not going to understand why. And they're going to say, well, what's wrong with me? And even if you told them, they'll say, no, I'm not. Well, go get a coach, go get some help, and they'll figure that out. But there is an offering coming in, the Knight of Pentacles. Got a lot of offerings here. A lot of offerings. So it's going to take work for somebody to get through this. And we really want to see what is going to go on with that. And I'm going to see what the energy is for this and the outcome of this, because it all is going to depend on the two people that come in communication. Somebody's older, somebody is more wise, excuse me. Somebody's older and more wise, and they just, I'm not going to play this game, which would make sense, because you've just turned my life upside down. Now it's costing me time, or it's costing me money, or it's costing me my friends, or it's costing me my family, or it's costing me blah blah blah, and I can't do this anymore. We either sit down and talk about it, or because you know what, you're holding up my dreams and my my not calling, what do you call it, my harvest, or my blessings, or what I'm supposed to be doing. All right. All right. So let's see what the energy is at the end of the week. Yeah. There's a spark, which means there's a spark of hope. There's a spark that things are going to turn around. Well, we know things are going to turn around, but the spark is to know that that is there for you, that it is going to grow. This spark, okay, it's like our fire that we have right now. It started from a spark. Now it's gone to completely uncontrollable and uncontainable. That's what you want, your love, and you want this to work. As you work through this, whatever this is for you, then actually this is something that is going to spark, and it's going to rekindle the flame, whether it's with this person or not. It's going to rekindle the flame in you, because somebody's going to come along and you're going to feel renewed. You're going to feel refueled. You're going to feel refreshed. You're going to feel restored, because you have these offerings coming. Where was the other one? Didn't we have 3 of them? I thought we had 3 of them. But we have these offerings coming of the heart, of truth, of somebody that's mature, somebody that's growing, somebody that has some intuition, somebody that understands, that kind of thing. All right. So Cancer, what a week. Now, the other thing too is, if you wanted, you can hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, come back tomorrow for the retrograde and see what actually the energies are during tomorrow, because tomorrow is the day that this would normally start, and see if the energies are actually flourishing into something that's going to grow into something so beautiful. And it will. It's just going to take this week time to get through your storm. And it's all going to be your storm's about communication right now. Whoever you're having a problem with communicating with, or not getting through, or they're not listening to you, definitely they're not listening to you, or you don't feel like you're being heard, then that's a communication thing. That's Mars retrograde. He's happy. Mars is really, really happy that this is going on. So pick up Saturn's energy and say, you know what, we're going to sit down and talk about this for mature adult people. We're going to sit, and I'm going to listen to your perspective, and you're going to listen to mine, and let's come together, because that's what life is about, is coming together and understanding that we're different, but we can actually work together. Pretty much what it is. But you have offerings there, so this is a good thing. Love offerings. Woohoo. So anyway, this is for the week 14th through the 20th. And if I don't see you on the retrograde, please come back on the 21st for your next reading. And don't forget to subscribe, share, or like, and bring a friend, tell a friend, share. All right, we'll talk to you soon.